Yo. What's up, y'all? Wrestling boys back again for a mid morning. It's like it is 12, but yeah, we're type of a brunch afternoon brunch type of a thing. Hit y'all with SmackDown yesterday. Now coming back again with y'all with another little. Yeah, I mean, you know what we do by now. We up to episode 7 of this week in wrestling. We've been dropping 7 of these so far. And we got a special guest, man. We got a special guest, man. My guy is killing it on Instagram. My guy is killing it on Instagram, killing it on the tube. You know what he said? These are my opinions. If you don't like him or not, oh well, too damn bad. He gonna still say what he gotta say. He gonna get it off his chest. So my guy killing it on YouTube and Instagram. That boy Eli Wrestling. That boy Eli Wrestling cooking. It's an honor and a privilege to have that man a special guest for this week in wrestling, the Avengers episode with the Wrestling Boys. What up, Eli?
What's good, bro?
Good. And as we do with these Jones, like I was giving Eli a rundown, we recap the week in wrestling as a whole, and we talk about the events that went on in wrestling, and we get into some other various topics in there as well. So let us begin. First and foremost, we see Monday Night Raw. First of all, we got to talk about Seth Rollins getting like executed live on TV by Bronson Reed. He got hit with 6 tsunamis. Somebody said that Seth Rollins came out with the dead body, came out with my type body. He said, but after he walked out, he came out. He lost all that weight because Bronson Reed killed him. What was your old thoughts about Bronson Reed doing all that to Seth Rollins?
I think they're trying to write him off TV. If I ain't mistaken, they said that he's taking time off to finally actually heal. They keep bringing him back every time he get injured. They bring him back.
Yep.
Maybe they possibly writing him off. I don't know. I hope.
That's what I read. I read that they were writing him off because he was cleared medically, but not like he's not fully physically ready. Kind of how like CM Punk was kind of like hanging around for a while, like he wasn't really ready. I read that Seth is not quite actually healed, but he's like he could wrestle, like if they need him in a pinch, but he's not really ready.
So, but I was dying. I was dying at that segment, man. In fact, sorry, I apologize. Rewind back to where it says SummerSlam was kind of like we didn't review SummerSlam. So, what y'all thought about SummerSlam as a whole? Then we're gonna go to Monday Night Raw. What y'all thought about all the matches that took place at SummerSlam? What was your favorite moment at SummerSlam?
Gunther and Damian. That match was a banger.
See,
like I like the pay-per-view overall though. Like I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. But CM Punk and Drew could have been a little longer, a little bit better. But the storytelling was on point. So I mean,
oh, bro. Did you feel like that match? I felt like that match was a little bit clunky. The CM and Drew. Did you feel that too?
Yeah, a little bit. They started out strong, they started out going crazy, and then it kind of died down a little bit.
Bro, Gunther, man, what a masterclass. Dude,
yeah, bro.
That's funny. I said the same thing as you said to Sabria I said I felt the same way about the match. That's funny. I'm glad that I feel validated now in my opinion.
Nah, because we knew Seth wasn't going to do much. We knew he was going to end up taking a go to sleep eventually because him and CM Punk. We knew that was coming. But the match overall wasn't bad. Could have been better. I expected more from CM Punk when it comes on to his, wrestling wise. But I get that he just got out of an injury, so they trying to play it safe. But it could have been better. But it was a good match overall. Good storytelling.
Agreed. Hey, there he is.
What's up, fellas?
Told you the Avengers episode. I told you right quick. This was the Avengers episode of this week in wrestling. So with my guys, man, we got the ref. We got a ref that's eventually gonna make it to the big leagues, man. He gonna be better than some of the best that's already at the best, man. So shout out to Dylan, man. Well, appreciate you, Dylan, tapping in. And then we got the guy Eli, man. Eli cooking on Instagram. So why I called this the Avengers episode because we got everybody for one part. We do what we do on YouTube. Eli cooking on Instagram. We got Dylan out there referring, and he knows some good notable people, and he can put you on game inside the wrestling community. So I asked the question, Dylan, what you think about SummerSlam as a whole?
To be honest, you had to really take the time to watch.
You didn't take the time to watch it. You seen the
Yeah,
highlights.
I've been stressing out about, or not so much, but, me running December, so it's been got some stuff. So I haven't really taken time to watch it. Wrestling.
So we ain't gonna. So we just gonna say Dylan, man. It was one. It was a show of a show. Then and then Monday Night Raw. Then we ain't gonna keep talking about. We gonna go to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. We seen Monday Night Raw. We seen the Terror Twins. We seen the New Judgment Day come into full fruition. We seen Finn Balor. We seen Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. We seen that big head ass dude JD McDonough, and we seen.
Yo, he's still recovering from that choke slam. Jelly roll.
And we seen Finn Balor, man. So what y'all think about the New Judgment Day? What you think about how this story taking like a turn now?
Shit. That storyline is pretty entertaining for what it's given. If y'all know me, I ain't a big fan of Liv Morgan at all. So.
Yeah, he's big Morgan's.
Yeah, but I will give it to her. She's making her little character work. Like for what it's given, she's making it work. But that title got to come off that way soon. So I'm on Team Rhea and Damien.
He called their big Morgan. Dylan, what you think about the New Judgment Day?
The Livement Day. That's the Livement Day. She calling shots now. That shit is wild.
You should think about the New Judgment Day, Dylan.
And to be, let's see what happens.
Hey Dylan, you going crazy with the audio. Yeah, you try. Yeah,
it keep breaking in and out.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, but go ahead, Brandon.
Bro, man. Yeah, they need it. Rhea needs. I need a singles match. Rhea and Liv now. like right now.
Because it's people out here that think Liv Morgan is going to keep the title past Bad Blood. I don't see
I hope not, bro.
I'm tired. Like I give it. Like I said, I give her a prop. She make her little character work, but her holding that title is just not it for me. Sorry, not giving title vibes. It's giving boring. She a boring champion. Good character, but she ain't doing nothing with the title. She's just in that storyline, just holding the title on her waist. That's all she's doing.
I think it's just the fact that her she's terrible. Like she a local kid too. Shout out to Liv. I'm from Philly. My dog Brandon from PA, but she's a local. She's a local. So but she's like terrible on the mic. Like she gets she's okay. Then she's okay in the ring. She don't really.
Her moveset's it's mid.
It's like she's okay, but it's like compared to like a Rhea. And then you still waiting on the return of Charlotte Flair, and it's like you're not seeing her keeping that belt too much longer.
She don't really have that it factor.
Then it's like, and so it's like I don't really see it like her and Rhea Bad Blood. Yeah, then they got a whole month to keep that storyline going, and then. I want to see what they do with Dominic Mysterio past this Judgment Day story. I want to see what they actually do with Dominic Mysterio because Dominic Mysterio, you got to see Dominic Mysterio as that heel out on his own without no Judgment Day.
Facts. I fuck with Dom. I fuck with Dom. I ain't gonna cap.
In your experience of watching wrestling currently, does Dom not have some of the most intense heat you can remember? Because it certainly feels that way. I watched on and off for a while, but I don't remember anybody having this much heat.
Facts. You know what's crazy? I get comments all the time like, "Oh, when Dom cuts promos, they cut the like they pipe in the booze and all." I'm like, y'all must have never like went in person and seen Dom and try to cut a promo in person like at a wrestling event. Them booze is loud as fuck in person.
Yo, the one, I forget
I,
which match it was. He couldn't even talk. The crowd kept interrupting him. They were louder than him on the mic. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I was in Philly. I can't like whoever say they pipe in the noise and do all that. I was in Philly, and this man tried to talk in Philly. So it tried to talk in Philly, and Philly was just like, they was up there cursing this dude out. He was getting the "F you down" chance. He was getting like it was crazy. He didn't even turn yet on Rhea. So it was like, no, they tweaking, bro.
He
Dom is
owns
just
that role. My boy owns that role. Dude, the mullet, the dirty stat, bro. It's just, oh my god, he's a
I
perfect villain, bro.
I gotta give it to the WWE though. They making them like giving like I want to he giving a little bit like Eddie Guerrero vibes a little bit. So I'm fucking with it.
Yep.
he definitely yeah, so he definitely coming off as that Eddie Guerrero at the Eddie turned on China type vibes, but like we gotta quit like the whole saga of the bloodline and stuff like not I said the bloodline, I mean the Judgment Day. Um, as somebody asked the question, who's the heels and who's the faces of the situation?
Well, Rhea, Damien, that was they turned babyface at SummerSlam. What I've seen because Rhea getting that she got that loud ass pop when she came out. So yeah, I think her and Damien's baby faces now, and they got to keep Dom a heel because babyface Dom ain't gonna work right now. I want to work at the moment.
But the
How'd you
thing
feel about
about
that
it,
promo that he had? That promo that Damien had when the crowd was in his hands, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see them as a baby face for the first time in like
yeah,
what 2 years. It's,
yeah. He's a way better face. Like I gotta say right off the bat, he's a way better face than he is a heel. He's a way better face. Like them two promos he cut, and he called JD. He was like, "With your big headed ass," and like I was like, "Yo," yeah, he was like, "Yo, he cook it." Like it's like when you a heel, sometimes it's kind of forced. You got to force to be this mean dude when you're not this mean dude. Like you, this kind of forced.
facts.
Yeah, it's for, but it's like some people that are like natural, like fate. Like if you ever decide to turn Cody Rhodes fate, like heel, I mean, you gotta make it believable, because like Cody Rhodes is just so, God, the kids love him. He like the number one merch seller with the kids, and it's like he's like the John Cena of this time, but with his interactions, and you gotta make it believable when you turn him through face and heel. I don't think right now like yeah, Damian Priest turning face was the right idea. Some of these dudes need to stay right where they at.
That's what I be saying. Like I be trying to tell people, like yeah, people want Cody to turn heel so bad, but I'm like, well, how is it gonna work if he gonna do the same shit he doing now? Like he gonna have the same song, the fans gonna love it. He gonna come out and try to cut a promo as a heel, and it may not work. It may work, it may not work. Like he can go in the ring and all that, but I think keeping Cody Rhodes should just stay babyface. I keep telling people that, but a lot of people these days they like heels. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Though a lot of people like the heel wrestlers, so I get it. But
I read that somebody thought that I don't believe this, but like that it was the beginning of a heel turn. The fact that he's forcing Kevin Owens to fight him.
no.
If, if anything, wouldn't the obvious heel choice be Kevin Owens at the point?
No, yeah, I didn't agree with that. I just thought it was an interesting take.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I yeah, thought it was an interesting take as well too, because it's like, well, at this point, Kevin Owens turning heel seems like the more logical situation. Plus, they running out of situation was kind of messing up Cody Rhodes' running a little title run a little bit because these situations where he has to pick his opponent because WWE is so hot right now and it's so hot with their stories. There's really no place for Cody. Like Cody can hold the title for at least another year and a half and we wouldn't notice. Because we got so much going on. We got the bloodline story that's gonna drag until Survivor Series. then again until probably WrestleMania, because most likely it's going to be The Rock and Cody. Then you got Randy Orton. Then you got John Cena. At that point, you got to say like, yo, what do we do with Cody's title run? Like, do we take the title off him and give it to one of those guys? Because we wouldn't really notice. We wouldn't really notice for real, because Cody don't got nothing. What
Facts.
you think? What you think? What you think right now about Cody Rhodes? Like Cody Rhodes' run right now? Because I really feel like you don't got no opponent, logical opponent that could face him right now.
Well, from what they gave us, match quality wise, is there. Like Cody's been killing it in the matches. They haven't really they ain't really been taking his title run serious. Like they took Damian Priest title run was amazing, and they ain't taking Cody Rhodes like title run serious like how it should have been when he had all that momentum coming out of WrestleMania. I thought his title run was gonna be like top tier, but it's like the only thing that's left for him to do right now is when The Rock come back, and whenever that happens, we don't know when that's ever gonna happen. But his next big match is gonna be against The Rock, and we don't know what's gonna happen there. So I'm enjoying the matches, but like the rivalries and all that, they kind of they in between. It's giving like filler matches, kind of, but it is what it is. Yeah.
It don't seem, yeah, it don't seem an organic. He don't got like an organic type of a feud with a heel. That's why, like, I think we should like start. I don't want to say take the title off him, but like understand like that. But understand that yo, we gotta like really build like a monster type of a heel type of persona. That's why we about to. I gotta. This is a foreshadowing on what I want to talk about in a little bit. But Brandon, what you think about Cody Rhodes' run in the title run?
It's been good. Again, I feel like he needs a credible opponent, and I thought that it could have been Randy, at least because I mean, Kevin Owens isn't bad. I thought Randy was going to be the one to turn on him. It's weird because he's way overshadowed by storylines, even though he's the champion. So it's kind of an odd, even though he's extremely over, it's an odd placement on the card for him, kind of.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like he had all that momentum going into that title run, going into that match at Mania with Roman. He had all that momentum, finally won it. But it's like WWE is making us wait for him and Randy. They making us wait. Like they making that shit be anticipated. By the time him and Randy go, it's gonna cook. But we don't know when that's gonna happen because they put Randy back on Raw for what reason? Could have just put him and Cody and then had him go against Gunther after. But I get it. Fuck it.
I got a problem with that too. Like I got a problem with that because we know like 9 times out of 10, and I want to see if y'all have that same problem. 9 times out of 10, like yo, Gunther is gonna retain that title, and since Randy Orton really been back, he had one match. He had one match where he was pinned clean, like clean, and that was by Carmelo Hayes. And my problem is that yo, you teasing this 15th title run, like it could him getting closer and closer to the record. You teasing it, but it's like damn, at the Bash of Berlin, you're not gonna have him beat. Yeah, you're not gonna have Gunther losing his own town. It could swerve and happen, but by 9 times out of 10, Gunther gonna come out with the win. What you
Fact.
think about Randy? Yeah, what you think about Randy fighting for the belt? I don't like Randy fighting for the belt because at this point, if Randy fights to the belt, 9 times out of 10, he needs to win the belt.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, what if WWE pulls some shit like when he finally goes against Cody, everybody's gonna expect Cody to win. Like Randy's my second favorite all time, and I'd expect Cody to win. But what if WWE pull that shit where they swerve everybody and have Randy beat Cody? I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd just be a little shocked.
If that happened, that would be one of the greatest decisions ever made. Because now you give us now you give a segue. Now you give a segue to the now to like WrestleMania 41, where you can see John Cena and Randy Orton one last time for the championship.
Facts. And
storybook ending, bro.
And I plan on going to Mania this year coming up because like my birthday like days after Mania night too. Like my birthday April 29th. That shit is on 4/19, 4/20. I'm trying to go to Mania because one reason is because when John Cena announced his retirement and this is his last WrestleMania, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go because like John Cena, my favorite all time. So
Oh
John
yeah,
Cena versus
John
Randy Mania, man.
John Cena's my favorite all time too. So I'm definitely trying to go to Mania myself.
What happens? You
And
know,
we're trying to get.
sorry to interrupt you, but I just thought of this in my
No, you
head.
good.
What if Randy got the title, right? Dropped it. So he has 15. Or no. Yeah, imagine or if they could both get him. What is it? 16 is the record, right? Flair and Cena.
Yeah,
Yeah, Flag Arena got said.
Somehow, like a year where they got them both to 16, and then they had one last match, both of them at Mania, and whoever wins got like a vacant title or something like that, and it was number 17, and one of them would break the record. That would be cool to see.
That'd be cool to see. Any type of state where
I don't think that's gonna happen that way.
somebody
It's probably not gonna happen that way, but it would be really cool to see.
it's not any type of state because like if you have what's the name win because Randy Orton got a little bit the shape Randy Orton's in.
Oh, Randy's gonna be going for a while. Yeah, he's fine.
Randy's gonna be going for a while. The shape that he's in. So
like 5, if he could.
So the stakes for Randy Orton ain't really much, and like Randy Orton really ain't playing to lose at this point. It's just Cena's the one that's really playing like yo, all right. If Randy Orton Cena, boom, Cena win, he gets the 17th ring, and then afterwards we'll make it fire. Cena get the 17th ring, then put the title down at WrestleMania and walk off into the sunset. That would be fire. That would be fire.
it definitely would. But you know, Cena talk about something he wrestling until December. So whatever pay per view falls on December 2025 would be it. I feel like they should give like how they did when Dean Ambrose left. He had that one last Shield match that I think it was called like the last stand with the shit. I forgot.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think they should do some shit like that. It seem like he should get his own like theme pay per view for his last match.
I
That would
like
be
that.
cool if they could bring a bunch of the old timers. I mean, like his era.
Yeah.
Like I know a bunch of those guys really can't even really move anymore. Like obviously Triple H is not even medically clear, but like if you get like Triple H, Edge, like Kurt Angle, and a bunch of those guys together for like one last match of like with all of them, that would be dope. Highly improbable, but you never know.
That would be dope. That SmackDown is going into SmackDown. Well, one of my favorite matches in SmackDown was the Santos Escobar and Andrade. Andrade don't get enough credit for the work that he does. Andrade is a dog, and like Andrade is a really like phenomenal. And I don't understand what they're doing with Andrade, the Speed Championship and all that. That's cool, but Andrade and Santos Escobar. Did y'all like that match?
I've only seen highlights of it because I had work last night, so I wasn't able to watch the full match. But for what I've seen, they was cooking. But you know, everybody last night, most people, they tuned in to see Roman. So a lot of people were just. I seen videos on TikTok and like, oh, it's just filler matches, just so when Roman comes out. I'm like, if you actually sit down and actually watch the matches without thinking about what's about to happen next, you gotta actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy SmackDown. Like yesterday, I'm gonna just put it like this, Eli, and Brandon can really agree with you. Like it was a lot of wrestling. It's like the story. Like we seen Cody cook solo on the mic, and Coach we seen as usual. Yeah, but it was like the matches was pretty good. But I gotta talk about one moment, dog. I gotta talk about one moment in particular on SmackDown, dog. I promise you, they might be the top 3 most like them on the roster. Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair, especially Naomi, dog. All I gotta say is God bless their husbands, bro. God bless their husbands, man. Naomi, bro. Naomi last night with the hair, with the crazy hair and stuff like that, with the hair rocking in the breeze and the green she had on. God bless their husbands, bro.
Yeah.
God bless them. God bless them, bro. When I say God bless them, yo, God bless them.
I just wish.
Man.
Oh, go ahead,
I was just about to say, Eli. No, you good. That's just me talking about that.
I just wish WWE booked like Naomi a little bit better, like because when she was in TNA for that a year? Was it like a year or 2 years? A year.
Yeah, like a year.
They booked her perfect champion. She was doing her thing. Then she came back at the Royal Rumble and I popped. But then she came back. Her run been all right, but I feel like WWE could have like did more with Naomi. Like, but
They could. I feel like I feel like and see I feel like it's a little bit of a like kind of like a problem now because like now the women's card is so stacked. Yeah, it's like Naomi. Yeah, I feel like they could definitely do more with Naomi, but they got a stacked women's card already at the top. They got you got Bianca Belair, you got Jade Cargill, you got Nia Jax, you got Bayley, you got Charlotte Flair, you got Mid Morgan, you got Rhea Ripley. It's like we're Naomi. Like they need to introduce. You know who would be perfect for a women's intercontinental championship if they ever drop it. Naomi need to be like hold that belt for like a good minute.
facts. Let her elevate.
Let her elevate a women's and then have the women's United States Championship on SmackDown. Have the women's Intercontinental Championship on Raw, and then you'll see a lot of those some women that's not in those main storylines go over. Like you can see them go over. Naomi needs like a type of run like that because right now you ain't gonna see her. You ain't gonna see her getting to the top of that card past Bianca and Bianca and Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Jade, and no, you ain't gonna see that happen.
I don't even
Which
know.
I would.
Theoretically, though, are in the current scheme of things, are Jade and Bianca really at the top of the card? Because I think they're more towards the middle right now.
No, they at the top of the card. It's the tag team. It's right now,
They
and
don't even
see,
have
and
the
what you
belts.
did.
They
Yeah,
only dropped the titles because they was in that Scotland and one of them Scotland girls, Elba Fire, mom had passed, so they gave her the moment.
Mm.
That's the only reason why they really dropped the titles. They wasn't supposed to drop them shit. So if her mom never like R.I.P. Elba Fire mom, but if her mom never passed, I don't think they was gonna win that match. I
Okay,
think they just did that for the moment.
that makes sense. I'm surprised they
yeah.
didn't put it on them yet, though.
They
Yeah.
at the top of the. Yeah. You always got to think about them being at the top of the card because those two, but those two when they drop a match,
Oh, that's a
their
spectacle.
minute, there's
Step.
a their they main events like yeah. But truth be told, personal once again shout out to Brandon Phillips, no disrespect, personal, but like bias. I got a bias. I got a like a bias towards Jade Cargill. I got a like a well, yeah. I got like a kind of a not a bias, but like yeah, like an affinity for Jade Cargill. But she and Bianca are main event talents. When they eventually do turn on each other, like I feel like they're gonna close the year out. They're gonna close the year out being a tag team. Then the Royal Rumble gonna come and then at that right now, who makes sense being a heel? Jade makes sense being the heel. She makes sense. She should be the heel because damn, y'all don't like me already. So let me just throw Bianca out the Royal Rumble and start the feud. So and then you're gonna see them put on a banger WrestleMania 41. So
Facts. I can't wait for that match. Like a lot of people like one of my peoples that I'm on a podcast with, they keep saying like, why would they turn Jade heel just so they can have a match at Mania? Why not have it wait until next year, the year after? I'm like, who the fuck about to wait 2 years to watch Bianca and Jade if we can watch it this year coming up? That don't make sense.
Oh, that'd
that
be
that don't make sense at all because you got the Royal Rumble coming. Have Jade come and turn on her at the Royal Rumble. Jade is the more logical sense to be the heel right now because
oh, for
Jade has a
sure.
aura. And Jade has the aura right now to be a heel. Like Jade has the aura to be the when she come out flexing, she come out flexing. She has the aura like her like Bianca when she be coming out with her swag and all that. Bianca is really the right. Bianca, I'm not saying Bianca is a lifetime member of the Face Club, but Bianca has the face swag. Like you can't hate Bianca.
Facts.
Like you can't hate Bianca Belair. You can't hate her. Like it's impossible to hate her. Jade with the aura like Jade got, Jade could turn on that little arrogant swag and like I don't and then like I don't need you. Then start flexing the powerhouse. typically the powerhouses are more geared towards being the hills. Jade's a powerhouse. Jade need to be that monster hill and just squash everybody until she get to Bianca at WrestleMania 41.
Question for you guys. Watching those two wrestle, since we're talking about those two, you could probably even go almost all time. Are they two of the most athletic and strength combinations we've ever seen out of the women's division? Because I can't remember anybody looking like them. Like I feel like when Bianca was carrying Otis around, my God, bro, this is huge, bro. That was impressive in its own right.
Yeah, they got to be like most impressive.
Like maybe those two in China.
I was about to say we haven't seen like build wise.
China.
Nobody was built like Jade Cargill and WWE since like China, honestly. Because like, yeah, you had Beth Phoenix in them back in the Divas era, but she wasn't really that built. She was just. It was the Divas era. Y'all know how that is. So.
Yep.
They had to push Beth Phoenix to be the big dog type shit, like the built like that. But yeah, I haven't seen nobody built like Jade Cargill since like China days. China, Jacqueline.
It's crazy, bro. Like I ain't even. She bigger than me, bro. No lie, bro. Like I'm being honest.
And for what WWE did with Jade Cargill, I gotta respect it. Like they had her train for months. They had people mad as hell that she signed to WWE, made her train. I'm like, that's because AEW, they was too thirsty to just get her out there and just have her go undefeated with random matches that nobody talked about.
Way too green, bro.
Then they got her to WWE, and of course WWE is like, well, she ain't getting the right training, so now we're gonna train her the right way. Yes, she has a couple botches here and there, but like people like to criticize Jade Cargill for her botches that she have. But I'm like, when y'all favorite wrestlers do it, y'all don't criticize them. Y'all just criticize.
What was it, the Clash of the Castle? She had a botch, but everybody was botching. Priest had a botch.
Them ropes was fucked up though. Those
ropes. Yo, my boy Priest was stuck in the ropes.
Bro, those ropes was fucked up that pay-per-view. I remember reading about that. They said the ropes was fucked up.
Bro could have honestly shattered his ankle. I remember the rep telling AJ Styles like, yo, the ropes are really trash right now, my man. It's like, yo, it's like, yo, you gotta be careful. And you gotta be careful and stuff. But the thing about that is we not gonna go down this rabbit hole, Eli Brady. You might can understand what I'm about to say, but just think about it. Just walk with me and you'll see. When they talk about Damian Priest's botches, we don't go that hard on them. They don't go that not me. They don't go that hard on Damian Priest's botches. But when Jade Cargill has hers, like for example, the receipt that Shayna Baszler gave her, they wanted to make oh my goodness, she tapped out. But don't notice the receipt that Shayna Baszler said. Shayna Baszler had that little her finishing move on a little bit too tight. And she was like, yo, okay. She was trying to tell her to loosen up. We understand that. But if you're going with me the way I'm going, we know why Jay gets a lot more scrutiny than like a Damian Priest does.
I was just about to say, we know why they do that. Because they hate on Bianca. They hate on Jade most of the time for what they do. It's just because of, they used to seeing their little shouted flares and the blonde and all that. They're used to them.
Yeah.
So when they see people that's of color doing the same thing or better, oh, I don't like that. It's not cool. It's whack. Like, nah, it's just,
Yeah, I 100% agree. Because if you want to take a walk with me again, why when Bianca was announced to be the cover of the athlete of WWE 2K24, they went mad, like they went mad hard, like they went mad hard, like dude, like she's on the front cover of WWE. Why are you so mad about that?
Yeah, people was racist in the comments, like, oh, it's just because you need to have a black person. I'm like, y'all gonna have to cope after a while. Y'all just gonna have to cope, like. Bianca most of these pay-per-views or PLEs, most of the time, there ain't gonna be most pay-per-views where Bianca or Jade ain't gonna be involved, so they're gonna have to just cope. Like I tell people all the time, Bianca better than some of y'all favorites. It's sad to say, but she got the resume.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's about 90% of your favorites. So that's pretty much true. But yeah, what were you supposed to say, Brandon?
I don't remember anymore. My bad. Getting old, bro. I was saying
You
it's
doing
corny,
good?
like bro, to I don't know, people be worried about stuff that you shouldn't eat. Like, is it really that? Does it really ruin your day, bro? like, are you sitting there stewing on the fact that Bianca Belair is on the cover of WWE? Like, I know people do, and that's why it's corny, bro. Like we in the 21st century, people is people, bro.
They just so
It's
used
like,
to how it was back then with all the like I ain't trying to be racist on it, but like most of the white people, like most of the white wrestlers, they was getting them pushing. So when they start seeing the black people doing their thing that are better, most people don't like that shit. Well, most other people that's not of color don't like that shit. So I don't know why,
uh,
but this shit is just weird to me, bro.
and like that's why I don't understand it, and so because it's like but the thing that amplifies the hate for Jay Cargill, which I don't understand, is that when you were when she was in AEW, you didn't talk about her that much, but and it did, but you didn't hate on her that much because you understood in AEW she was basically the same way but just greener. But in WWE, catered like it like nurtured her talent, like, and this is why I haven't watched that episode of AEW since its inception. I watched all highlights. Shout out to Chrissy Ann. Shout out to the other. Well, I forgot the other little the other the lady's name. Excuse me. Mini Portable. Shout out to all of them and Mini Portable, Weezy Blind. And like when they share the clips of AEW, that's the only time I watch the clips. But I seen like actual clips of Jade Cargill and AEW. She was the same way, but she actually WWE want like or nurturing her talent because they know it's a future. Like we know that Jade is gonna have the women's belt for a very long time. But we're building, up to that point. We're not going to necessarily throw the belt on Jay Cargill and say Jay Cargill had fun. No, we got Jay Cargill. Bianca's her mentor. When that feud kicks off, we're gonna be like, damn, you turned on your mentor. It's gonna get Jay some heat. Then you got Jay going up against Alba Fires. The match she had against Piper Niven was a banger, but people ain't gonna understand that though.
Facts. Yeah,
Yeah, people ain't going. Yeah, sad, yo. Next part of the shout out to Jay Cargill and all of them, man. Shout out to the people. Yeah, shout out to all, not just the women, but the people of color that represents the roster, man. Shout out to them. Next up, man. I feel like a tag team. What y'all think? What y'all think about DIY? DIY one gets pretty deadly. What y'all think about DIY? Love DIY.
I think I honestly think they got a good chance of getting their titles back. Like, I think they just put the titles on Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa before SummerSlam. For what reason? Just to make Solo look a little dominant. For what? I don't know why. But if you look at the titles when they come out, they still got the DIY nameplates on the side. They don't got Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga's logos on their plates. It still got DIY. I think they about to
What
give the
is
titles back to DIY. I think they just dropped them just so they could say Tama Tonga and them won the title. Just cause.
but what y'all think though? They got to stop with the whole topsy turvy, the whole flip sides with the title belt. They got to stop doing that with the title belt. Which is like they got to have a consistent. Ever since they came out with those 13 titles, don't y'all think somebody needs a consistent run?
Yeah. They keep flip flopping them and passing them around.
Is there a dominant enough tag team to do it though? I think that might be part of the problem.
Yeah,
I
that.
can't.
Because if you look at SmackDown tag team roster, you got what, the LWO, or they on Raw now. Forgot. You got the Street Profits. WWE not using them for what reason? I don't know why. Let's see. You got Legado, Delph, and Tasma. You got them niggas. Got a few tag teams that they could nurture too, but it's like it's the brand split that kind of ruined everything in a way. If it wasn't for the brand split, they could have a shitload of matches and people that could hold titles for a long time. But these brand split shit is kind of ruined the tag team division, honestly.
It kind of did. It kind of did with this whole tag team division, but like I kind of like see it's probably really no dominant tag team that's really gonna be gonna go out and do something. I'm not too
They just need
sure.
to start using the Street Profits again and bring them back on TV for more. more time on TV and let them win the titles and elevate it. They're taking to new heights, like they always do when they champions. They've been doing that.
They got no choice now because there we know the situation with Bobby Lashley. You know the situation with Bobby Lashley, so they don't got no choice but to elevate the Street Profits. And I'm not thankful for Bobby Lashley leaving, like because Bobby Lashley is a legend, but I just damn, I thank goodness for it's a blessing in disguise because that group, the Fighting Testament, sucks, bro. They suck.
Forgot about
They're shred. Yeah, that
bro.
program, Bobby Lashley. Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. I was laughing, bro.
yeah, but Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits and all of them did not deserve to be in that program. With like the Final Testament is so boring, bro. It's like it's so the whole black and white and the whole black and white thing. I promise you, yo, I'm not a like carrying cross. Since they pity me, this group carrying cross is like hot trash. Like
I've never been
carrying
a
cross.
fan. I've never really been a fan of AOP ever. Like even when they was on NXT and they was doing a little good run, they had the Baker match at War Games and all that. Just never been a fan of AOP. Then putting it with Karrion Kross just made it worse. I was like, this shit is horrible. They should have kept AOP going, in my opinion.
Do you guys think that I just thought of somebody who could hold it for a while if they took any two, I don't know who it would be, two of the members of the Wyatt Six and put the tag titles on them? That could be interesting.
Facts.
That could be real interesting. They're still building that story.
No, of course, yeah, they gotta build some kind of story, but I'm saying maybe in time that could be the group to elevate the title because they're at least believable.
But Jay and Sammy, got a program heading with the Judgment Day. Got a program heading with the Judgment Day real soon, and then they're gonna have Jay and Sammy involved with the Judgment Day story for a little bit. See, and then they might win the tag team titles. I see it like this: Jay and Sammy and like the Terror Twins, which I love that name by the way too. That name is fire. The Terror Twins about to cost the Judgment Day the tag team titles. Jay and Sammy go on a nice little run. Then you got to go up for like a nice little 2 to 3 month run. Then you got Survivor Series, and then you start to see the reforming of the OG bloodline. So Sammy and Jay, like that tag running be fun. Like if they get the belts, that'll be a fun tag team. A run for them because they fun by themselves.
Just WWE don't know how to book Jay Uso to win a match as a singles competitor to win the title. Might as well put the tag titles on them with Sammy. Why not?
That's it. That's one thing. Like we love Triple H. You know, like I love Triple H. Triple H cooking with a hot stove right now. But that's the one thing I don't get is why Jay Uso is like it's like 0-5 in like main event matches. Like, but you calling this man Jay Uso, but you haven't booked this man to win a singles title. Jay Uso is another one like LA Knight that's long overdue for a singles title. Like, come on, what you gonna do with Jay Uso?
I wish he had a better move set. That's the one thing I think that holds him back.
He got the moveset of the Uso brothers. Like
I know, but like a lot of people were complaining about the WrestleMania match. It was a super kick after super kick after super
that
kick.
match was. I think they said that the time they were supposed to give more time in that match, but he pulled some. I forgot what happened exactly, but they didn't get enough time, and they expressed that shit on the internet, like explaining how if they would have had more time, they would have cooked more. But you know, WWE being WWE.
Doesn't surprise me.
They did express that.
They don't really know how to. I feel like WWE doesn't know how to push people that get over organically, like ever. like Rusev was over, didn't know how to push him. What was that dude's name? That Elias dude. He was over, didn't know how to push him.
Walk with Elias. That boy was over.
Like
it's just WWE just picks and chooses on who they gonna push and who they ain't gonna push. Like, he could be over as hell, still no world title. Sami Zayn should have won a world title years ago. Never won it.
Sami Zayn, man, I love Sami.
And before Mania, they were saying how I was reading reports like on Twitter and shit. Yeah, I kept saying that Sami about to get this big push just for him to give him the Intercontinental title again. I was just like, that was stupid. But
but I see Sami Zayn is like
I think Sammy
is
had to
really
drop the title quick because he has to get into the Bloodline saga. I feel like that's what happened.
Sami Zayn. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sami Zayn is the most versatile superstar in WWE. Like versatile. I didn't really know about Sami Zayn's versatility until they put him in the Bloodline storyline. But Sami Zayn is the most versatile superstar in WWE because Sami, you could put him with a title, you could put him without the title. Like this Sami Zayn right here is on another level. And then when he eventually goes back with the Bloodline and see the OG Bloodline go at it, then you Sami Zayn gonna be right back in the main event because we know War Games that's coming.
Yep.
We know War Games for sure. That's why Sammy, I don't really worry about Sami Zayn like the rest of them because it's like, bro, all right, I really believe Sammy is gonna be that dude, regardless of what he does.
Yeah, he gonna do what he gotta do regardless. That nigga moves.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for y'all. Yeah, I got a question. Go ahead, Eli. Before I.
Nah, I was just saying, Sami Zayn is like that. That's why I don't know why WWE never gave him that world title. But, you know,
I got. Yeah, but we gonna talk about that too because we got a WWE
I
got a
feel like
problem
Vince
that we got to.
didn't give it to him because he ain't got the proper body type that Vince loved. But he's kind of, you know what I mean. But he's still a great right. Like it doesn't really make a difference. Like I don't know. You know, Vince loved his big guy's pose.
Yeah, but I gotta cut. I got another question. Like, but we're gonna get to that my other question in a minute. But this question, what you think about the fact that going on SmackDown? What you think about Jacob them keeping Roman Reigns and keeping Jacob Fatu away from each other? Because it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
it's smart because I feel like they gonna do some crazy storyline with just them two. That's that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if they're gonna keep them away from each other, then it's a reason. There's a reason behind it. They don't want to. They want to have that match between Jacob and Roman to be magical, which most likely it will be. So, shit.
Like a match that's going to hit. Hey, official Jay, appreciate you, buddy, man. Hope you like the stream sub. Appreciate you, man. Welcome. I feel like that's going to hit. I think that's going. I think that's going to hit, dog. I think that has the potential to be one of the big. To have it at one of the big four pay per views. Like I see pay per view PLEs. Yeah, and like I feel like you could have that at a Royal Rumble or you can have that at an elimination chamber. I feel like them keeping each other away from each other is smart because we truly know that out of everybody that got the aura in the family is Roman, Jacob Fatu, Jimmy and Jay right now, Zilla, and then you
Yeah,
got and then you got the giant. I forgot how to say his name. Dennis Solo, like Solo as the enforcer compared to Solo as the Tibu tribal chief. No, I like Solo as the enforcer, the dude who was trying to make smile and try to get the great character. Then it's Solo now. Like, we don't believe you, buddy. We don't believe you. We need more people. Like, come on.
yeah, because we
Come
all
on,
know.
buddy.
I give it like I'm not a big Roman fan at all. His fan base ruined it for me. That's why I troll his fans so much. Roman got the move set. Roman got a great move set, but Jacob Fatu move set. That's the reason. That's why they keep Roman and them away from each other because Jacob Fatu may outshine Roman in the ring a little bit. From what I used to watch Jacob Fatu in the Indies, so I know Jacob Fatu got the bag. Roman got a bag, but Jacob Fatu got a whole different level of a bag of wrestling.
So it's safe to say that right now Jacob Fatu, as far as in ring, is better than is the best of the fight in the Aranai family.
He's the best of all family.
Definitely,
He's the
because
best.
like Tama Tonga and Tangaloa now they're not Samoan, so I want to count them as actually in the family. So yeah, Jacob
No,
Fatu.
take them. Yeah, take them out. Take them out. I'm talking
Yeah, Jacob Fatu
Jimmy
got the
J.
best moveset. Jacob Fatu, he got the best moveset right now out of everybody in that whole family. Like,
Yeah, we taking them out. You got Jimmy, you got Jay, you got Roman. Even put the greats into it. Even we're gonna broaden the category a little bit and put the greats into it. You got Jimmy, Jay, Roman, Rikishi, Yokozuna. You got
right.
so You got Rock, so you got his pops, you got all them, you got Nia Jax. So it's safe to say the best moveset in the whole family belongs to Jacob Fatu.
Absolutely. It's crazy
Yeah,
because like when Zilla Fatu finally comes to the WWE, because I watch him on the Indies a lot too. He got a nice little bag, but it's very similar to what like that family brings, like with the Usos. He got a very similar move set to Solo. Zilla does very similar move
yeah,
set to Solo does. And he got a little bit of
because
Solo, and he got a little bit of Jacob Fatu mixed together. So it's kind of fire. A little bit of Umaga. That's what I like about Zilla. But Jacob Fatu move set, he got that one out of that whole family. He got it.
when they talked to him, when they interviewed Jacob Fatu, when they interviewed him, it was like, what do you attribute? What do you attribute your moveset to? He said he liked to blend in the whole family, like, and you could tell his is a guy. He a blend of the whole family. You got the moonsaults. You got the high flyer of the Usos. You got the power.
He's an
You
athletic.
got the power of Umanga. You got the power of Umanga. Then you see a little bit of Solo. You see a little bit of Solo in him. Like he likes to blend their whole style. Because I could safely say I could safely say that Jacob Fatu is the best wrestler of the family.
You
But
know who he
but
reminds
for
me of, and I said this to you before, like build wise and athleticism wise, and I feel like this is a guy, if he was really good on the mic, could have got a push because athletically he's insane. Apollo Cruz. Apollo Cruz is an athletic powerhouse, bro. That dude is strong as heck, and he's a high flyer too.
Most definitely. WWE
but the thing
fumbled him.
of
WWE fumbled Apollo Crews back.
I agree.
that when with that whole accent, with that whole accent thing, and I don't understand
Yeah.
why they keep that fake ass accent. But we ain't gonna go down that path because yeah, we could tell the difference between Triple H and them, and let's deal with that because that accent was crazy. Get, Giving them that fake ass accent. I don't understand that. That was like, yeah. But we ain't gonna go down that crazy of a path with WWE. We was about to say, I was about to say, but on the mic, so complete. So let's broaden it a little bit. We know Jacob Fatu. We know Jacob Fatu. Great in ring wise, he got it. But for as in ring wise and aura, mic ability, who like because Jacob Fatu he don't got that on the mic like Roman do because Jacob Fatu mm
I mean,
all
Actually,
Jacob
together
Fatu in
I think
Indies.
Rock's got to be the best on the mic in that family.
Yeah, that's the Rock.
Definitely the Rock.
That's
Like
definitely.
hands down.
But like Jacob Fatu in the Indies, he cut some crazy promos, but he cursed a lot. So like, I see why WWE ain't letting him cut no promos right now because he gotta get to the WWE style of promos because bro will curse up the fucking storm in his promos. Like he could cut a promo, but all that cursing, like Jacob Fatu, he can't go too long without cursing in his promos. I get it. That moveset.
like
Oh, go ahead.
my tribal chief. I know I was about to say I love you, my tribal chief. Like no, yeah,
His
but that
wrestling
move
speed
set
is
is
up, honestly. He don't even need to cut promos right now.
Yeah, I give it to Jacob Fatu. He came a long way though. He did like 10 years in prison.
I heard about
Somebody.
that.
Yeah.
I heard about that. I heard you gotta like a redemption story out there. You
Yeah,
got like
he got in trouble with
yeah.
the law all his life, just like Zilla. Zilla did 7 years before he got outside of wrestling. Like Zilla only been out for 3 years, and he already he doing his thing. So like crazy.
I heard that yeah. I heard that Roman and them inspired them. Yeah, like and listening to I heard they said bro they really wanted to wrestle because of Roman.
Yeah, could you imagine like being in prison and you seeing your family just like you knew the Usos already wrestling. They've been wrestling for years, so I'm pretty sure the Usos was wrestling before Zilla went into jail. So you seeing all your family wrestling and shit, and you like, damn, maybe I could do the same thing. Then you get out, not expecting to actually do it, then you actually end up doing it and be good at it. That's fire.
It's like yo, and see, and what I like about their family is like they family really divided into three generations, and then it's like yo, all right, they say wrestling kind of saved their lives, like wrestling saved their lives, and wrestling really gave them purpose. Like they wrestling and wrestling gave them purpose, and it's like I like that about their stories. It's like seeing Roman was around since 14, so for 13, 14, and Roman sitting up there cooking, becoming the tribal chief, and then it's like Triple H. See what makes Triple H so brilliant. Real quick, I'm gonna say this real fast. Is that he understands he understands the ins and outs of wrestling. It's not just corporate with him. It's not just a look. Triple H like I'm gonna go. I want to build the best possible product, and I'm just not gonna do it the corporate way.
Yeah.
That's what made Triple H special, and that's what made Triple H what he's doing right now is phenomenal. Because Triple H building something that you can get your look from the indies. Like that's why right now, if I'm telling everybody that's working, like yo, everybody that's in the indies, even if you had a house show, like the way Triple H is like moving right now, yo, keep busting your ass because Triple H gonna eventually see it. The WWE gonna see. You never know who's gonna be in these crowds, yo.
That's facts. Triple H, like he give most people options. He give most people opportunities after a while. Like he like to see new people do different things. Unlike when Vince was in charge. Vince just seen if you ain't 250, 6'6", you ain't getting no title shot. At least Triple H honors most people and try to give them a shot at doing something. Even if it ain't the main event, he'll try to give you something to make you recognize yourself. People can know. Fuck with Triple H, man.
That's a fact. Yo, and this question too. Do you feel like next question? Do you feel like WWE has a face problem right now? Because the reason why I picked the thumbnail, I'm gonna pass this to Eli first. The reason why I picked the thumbnail because all those people at the top of that thumbnail are just the faces in WWE. You feel like it's a problem, or you feel like it's a good thing that WWE has all them faces right now?
Well, like, okay, so when I made a video about that the other day, I'm more of a babyface person anyway, so I don't really have a problem with it. It's just like most of them, they do got a problem with it because like most of the heels now, that's not like babyface. Nobody really cares about. All the top baby faces was heels, so it's like they do got a face problem a little bit. But it's Triple H booking, so he gave everybody what they wanted, and now we got too many baby faces in the WWE now. Too many. We don't need all of them as baby faces, but you know. Yeah.
In the fact, let me go back to LA Knight. LA Knight cooked Santos Escobar on the pro, like cooked him on the mic with that promo. With LA Knight, what y'all think about LA Knight before we continue on that segment? What y'all think about with LA Knight being the champ and we doing?
I'm actually excited. He's long overdue for a title. Like he was way long overdue. He missed WrestleMania 39. Went to WrestleMania 40. Had that match with AJ Styles was disappointing. I ain't gonna lie. Then he was still over, and they finally gave him that title before he lost momentum. So I'm glad. I'm actually happy he got that title. He deserved it. LA Knight deserved that shit.
What you think about Brandon? What you think about LA Knight?
Man, love that dude on the mic. Definitely a shining star on the mic. It'll be interesting to see where they go with that because I feel like I don't know, like the people that he's going to go against right now, I feel like the top, like we had this discussion the other day, the top of the card right now in the men's division is so stacked. There's not a lot of guys around the middle, so I don't really know where they go with him. But I like the fact that he's the champion. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he deserved it.
So you think about the men's card, right? You have Gunther at the top. You have Cody, Roman. You have Seth, CM. You have Damian. You have Drew. There's so many guys at the top. I mean, not going by brand or whatever, but and there's even more than that. And it's like there's not really that many guys at the middle. There's really like guys at the top, and there's jobbers, and that's kind of really it.
That's crazy.
So going back to the discussion, Brandon, what you think about the face? Eli said it like you feel like the WWE has a face problem. You feel like they have a face problem.
Oh, sure. Everybody. I think we touched on this the other day, bro. We were just talking about it. There's so many faces. Almost everybody's face right now. Like
I think what it is like Triple H. He know how to book a baby face better than a heel because like the biggest heel was Roman, of course. So it's like after Roman turned babyface, the heels that we got now, besides Dom, nobody's gonna take them other heels serious like that. So,
Which is funny because Triple H was a freaking heel. How do you not know how to book what you was, bro?
but he's seen what the fans wanted for so long that they wanted more baby faces and
They got him.
more part timers, and now we got it, and we got too many.
Too many.
Do you draw the line at catering to the like fans compared to putting on a good show?
Certain points, yeah, certain parts, yeah. Triple H should like, okay, maybe that's doing too much. Like, yeah, I want the fans to be happy, but maybe I'm gonna take quality over quantity. Yeah, Triple H got to do better with his little booking these fucking heels and baby faces. Too many.
Well, so if you were to pick a few people to turn heel, who would it be?
Let's see who all on that babyface list. That I seen CM Punk on that list, but he's in between. I'd keep CM Punk as a full heel.
I like that. He's really good on the mic. I think he delivers some strong work.
Who else was on that list?
I like to see Randy go heel again.
You got Roman like automatically cross Roman out. He was a heel for 4 years, so cross Roman out. You got Cody Rhodes. You
I
got
actually saw that they may put him back heel because I mean, like, not it would take a while. Obviously, it's not organic with what just happened, but they did make a point that if he goes face, he's kind of really similar to Cody.
no, he not. No, and see, no, this one you got to separate. I'm looking back at the thumbnail before. You got Sam, you got Damien, you got LA Knight, you got Rhea, you got Seth, you got Kevin Owens, you got Bailey. But to go back with it, you gotta like don't make him the whole the cheesy ass
The big
face,
dog.
the cheesy face where he's sitting up there high fiving fans and all that side. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Make him the tweener. Like we consider him a face now, but have him act like a tweener.
I
And the
like the fact that
tweeners,
when he entered the ring the other day, everyone had their hands out and he didn't shake them. If you watched,
yeah, I like that fact too. What you think about that, Eli? Keeping them not interacting with the fans and not kissing babies and all that.
Talking about Roman.
Yeah, talk about Roman. Yeah,
I mean, pretty. It's not bad because like I told people when he came when he was I was like I ain't a big Roman fan, but when he come back, yeah, he gonna be a baby face for the pops. He ain't gonna do too many baby face tactics. Like, all that
yeah.
slapping and shit and all that. Leave that away. Leave that for Cody. That's all Cody. Let Roman be the anti slash hero slash heel. Let him be in between. Let Roman stay in. Let Roman be in between. Let him do his thing.
And
He
his
don't need to be
focus and
doing
all that crap.
all that extra shit.
Yeah,
Leave
I
that for
agree.
Cody.
I agree because it's like yeah, because even with that, he's like, dog. You seen that? Like they court something he said at SummerSlam. It's like it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before I come back for my belt. He was like, and then Cody put the three fingers up. Yeah, so it's only a matter of time before they get that third trilogy, like and see and get that last trilogy. And how you gonna book that? You're not
They
gonna like.
they gonna book that shit at like a Saudi show. I can already see it now.
I hope they don't do that.
I can already see it now. 2 WrestleMania matches. They're not going unless they go to Rock and Stone Cold route and have 3 WrestleMania matches. But I highly doubt that. So I think they're gonna go like a big ass Saudi show or one of them international shows where Roman and Cody had a third match. I could just see it. That's
Cause
probably where Roman would be hell again.
yeah, I hope not, Eli, because you got to honestly make the case and say that with the trilogy that Roman should win the trilogy. You should make the case and say Roman should win the trilogy is because like now, and let me say something about Roman fans because you brought up something earlier about Roman fans. Roman fans though are stupid in the sense. And then somebody might see this and be like, "Damn, you call Roman fans stupid?" Yes, Roman fans are actually stupid because if you true to heart, when he was the big dog. I need to ask everybody this question. But from 2000 and like 18 to 2020, was you a fan of Roman Reigns?
A little bit. He,
Like a fan. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about the
oh,
people that's riding it. And see how honest you was with that statement. But if you wasn't a fan of Roman Reigns from the big dog until he left, until he left, then I'm gonna need them to calm down.
yeah. You tell Roman fans that now, they're gonna be like, I've been a Roman fan. Like, what's one
Uh,
match that he put on as the big dog? And they're gonna go to say Roman versus Braun Strowman. That's the only, or Roman versus Cena. It's crazy that they can only bring up 3 matches when you bring up the big dog, but Roman fans for you.
Yeah, and it's that is Roman fans for you. And the fact you be like, why did as Roman fans, why did he take a break in 2019? Half of them don't even know why he took a break in 2019. Like this fan, yeah, which is about to say you like my bad.
I'm not. Go ahead. I ain't want to cut you off. My fault.
No, you good. I was about to say they don't even know why he took that break in 2019. You don't know.
Yeah, just because when he came back, they seen him sitting with Paul Heyman, and everybody just jumped on his meat. That's all.
And
They
they
seen
see
Paul,
that they,
it
yeah,
was.
they seen Paul Heyman, yeah.
That's literally the reason why they all became Roman fans. When they seen Paul Heyman, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's about to be serious now." They got Paul Heyman with them. It's about to be serious because anybody else with Paul Heyman was a star. So when they seen Paul Heyman, they knew WWE was about to push Roman to the top, and that's exactly what they did to the point where these fans be meat sucking that man. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, the reason why I became a Roman fan is because when during the Hill run is because they seem like they let him be himself. They seem like they let bro be himself. Bro was like, I've been wanting to turn heel for a long time. And I've been wanting to turn heel like for a long time and they just let bro be himself. It seemed like bro was having more type of he was having fun with it. Like the promo, like one of my favorite promos when he turned heel is when I think that he was arguing with the damn twins. He was like, "You see what you did to your brother?" He's like, "You see that?" Like he sounded so narcissistic, and it was like it was just beautiful. He was like, "This is what I worked for my whole life to protect this family." That was like I feel like that was truly who Roman Reigns is.
Yeah,
Not that this is my yard. Not that this is my yard crap. I'm the big dog. Not none of that crap. That crap is it was like
he's had
and
some
then
good
we
matches as the big dog. I give him that. He has some great matches. I definitely say that. Great matches with like Braun Strowman and all them, but character wise, that shit was kind of eh.
yeah
Most,
that character roster.
What's that's gonna get the a little side topic. What's WWE doing with Braun Strowman? I feel like he's way underused.
they gave up on him. That's all. They just gave up on Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman was at a point in time one of the most overstars, but WWE Vince fumbled Braun Strowman to the point where it was too late when Triple H brought him back.
He was booked like an unstoppable force for quite some time.
Yep. And he won the title too late, and then Vince didn't really care for Braun, and then when he left, and then Triple H brought him back, he had that momentum that he once had at a point in time. So.
It's a shame. He was one of my favorites.
Me too. I used to love Braun Strowman.
Bro, he was a spectacle, man. That's one of the things I still like about wrestling. It brings you back to when you were a kid, like these huge guys just doing stuff that you and I could not do. Like,
See Braun Strowman run that nigga, that boy can run fast as hell. Like putting people through barricades and all that, banger matches and shit.
ah, man, it's such a shame they fumbled him.
Yeah.
I hope they don't fumble Braun Breaker. I'm a Braun Breaker fan. I hope they don't fumble him. That he's another spectacle. That dude is crazy athletically,
Brian Breaker's overrated as hell.
bro.
It's
Don't make
Goldberg. He's Brian Breaker is over. We not. You know how I feel about Brian Breaker. Brian Breaker is Goldberg on steroids.
No, he
Not,
is.
not,
I'm not saying he has a crazy move set, but that what he does, bro, like he does it different than everybody else. Like his spears is shit, bro.
he's Goldberg going for the steroids. I don't know what you think about Brian Breaker, but he's Goldberg on steroids.
I'm a fan of Braun Breaker, but like he at a point in time when he first started on the main roster, I'm like, what are they doing? Keep having him wrestle these people that I've never seen before a day in my life. I'm like, are they really booking him to be the next Goldberg? But then They put him with Sami Zayn and all. I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of Braun Breaker and NXT more of the main roster, I'd say.
I think he's kind of stuck again. Like we talked about this. Like obviously they're gonna push him, but they can't push him to the top. It's too crowded. Just no, he's not winning a title anytime soon, at all. Not. I mean, he has a title. I shouldn't have said it that way. Rephrase. He's not winning the elite titles anytime.
Oh, that's gonna be like 3 years from now. 2 years, 3 years.
At a minimum.
If they give him the title too early, then he gonna be just like Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be horrible. Because at that point, you could have just kept him on NXT, or they was gonna plan on doing some shit like that.
I fully agree.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of dude.
Like I'm a fan of Braun, but at the same time, I'm not a big, huge fan. Like,
he stink on the mic, like bro, stink on the mic. Yeah, like yo, he's really just.
Bro, he's one of those dudes who kind of reminds me of Brock. Not that Brock's not, his voice does not match his body type. He has like a squeaky voice, but the dude is huge. It is. He sounds funny to me.
It's crazy to say, but in like 2 or 3 years from now, they're probably gonna put him with Paul Heyman. So.
Oh yeah. If Heyman's still in the business, then which I'm assuming he will be, yeah, for sure.
Yep. And once he with Paul Heyman, he's gonna be main eventing.
To the top.
I think he's gonna need a little more than Paul Heyman at this point. Dude can't talk. He was like, it's not a man that could take me from this roster. Like, Braun Breaker, shut up. You don't even believe me. Like, come on, Braun Breaker. like, shut up. Like,
let's be honest. Brock was also horrible on the mic, bro. Until like later on, he was decent. I actually really liked that last promo we had with Roman. That's it. I mean, the last like little whatever you want to call it, storyline.
Shawn Michaels knew how to book Braun Breaker in a way where you could actually believe him. Triple H just said, "Here, we're gonna book him to the top immediately. Give him the title." I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought that was a little too quick. I knew he was going to win it because they were obviously booking him that way. He wasn't going to lose it, but I feel like it was a little too quick. He hasn't even really had a storyline yet.
I try to tell people, I'm like, bro, y'all got to have character development. Most people come to the main roster. Most niggas don't even watch NXT. Y'all had people out here asking who was Braun Breaker. You got people out here saying, oh, he needs to win the world title. I'm like, why would they give him the world title? He don't even got no character like that.
What is he? We don't even know what he is. What is he?
Like, oh man, they booked him to the championship too fast, bro. In my opinion,
I agree because our homeboy is running around.
I was reading. I eventually have a promo with him and Ilya Dragunov, and I like that.
It was crazy because I used to get so much hate when I was saying how Braun Breaker was gonna lose that Money in the Bank because it was in Canada. Everybody was like, no, he's gonna beat Sammy, and then they had Sammy win by one haluva kick. I'm like, that's what y'all get for thinking Braun Breaker because. Y'all thinking Braun Breaker was this big star that he was just gonna beat Sami Zayn automatically. Nah, it don't work like that. You need to build his character up. He still ain't got that much of a character yet. He's champion now, so I don't know. I ain't buying it.
Nah,
I ain't buying it. Yeah, I ain't buying it either.
His character is having squash matches. That's literally all it is.
Like I don't buy that.
And a few other things.
At least when he was on NXT, at least he had a whole character over there where they took him serious. And Shawn Michaels made him wait 6-7 months before he finally won some title on his waist. This nigga won the title 2 months on the main roster? Like, what the fuck?
Solo was more believable in NXT. Like this, it's a lot of people was more believable in NXT. Like I'm glad Solo breaking out of that enforcer role. Like I'm glad like he is, but like he was more believable as the enforcer of the bloodline. Because when Solo be talking like Solo, come on, bro, bro. Bro, you was like for your last like 95,000 matches, big dog. Now we believe that dude. We believe now you're going to be the dude that becomes the tribal chief. Like we really.
Well, the thing that's also funny is that he's booked to be like this intimidating presence, but every time he's in a big match, he has to have bloodline rules, meaning that he's literally seeking help. So how dominant are you really?
Yeah. The heel shit. Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, that heel. Yeah, it is. But it's like the character. Like at least like character development, you can outshine a lot of flaws if if the character development is fire. Like a prime example of that was Enzo Amore, and like Enzo Amore, like he was a terrible wrestler, but his character was just like it, he was hot. It was white hot. Like
Facts.
so yeah, so it's like yo, you can outshine a lot of different things if you had the right character. Like I feel like NXT know how to develop characters better.
Yeah, Solo as a street champ on NXT was way better, but a lot of people disagree when I tell people that. Well, why would you think that? He's literally the leader of the bloodline now. I'm like, yeah, but he was the street champ on NXT. He was by himself doing his thing. He got forced into the storyline early as fuck. You don't get it.
They he got forced into the storyline dumb early, and it's like, dog, like it's like dog. Once Roman took that break, and see the thing about it is like I feel like now we had an apex with the bloodline story, and it's like yo, we in the final stretch of the bloodline story. Like you got war games, you got war games, you got WrestleMania after this year, after WrestleMania 41. Everybody need to go their separate ways.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But the
It's
way
done,
it's
man.
looking, you're gonna get the Tama Tonga and them. They're gonna go against Solo and whoever else debuts in the next few months.
Well, it's weird if they were gonna end the story anytime soon. They keep signing more of the family, bro. They keep
That's what I'm
adding more,
saying. It
more
look
and
the
more.
way it's look the way it's looking, it's gonna you're gonna get the Tongans versus Solo and Fatu's and all them in a
Dude, they're
couple
literally
of
like
years.
half the roster almost.
Yep.
Cause
Not
yeah,
half, but there's a bunch of them.
cause they got their brother, they son, they got their what's the 6'8" giant dude name?
The
Uh,
Miko.
was- Yeah,
Oh, you talking
yeah,
about
you got
Tama Tonga, brother, or are you talking about Jacob Fatu and them peoples?
the Tamatonga brother, like the six
Oh,
eight
Tala
giant dude.
Tonga, Hikaleo.
Yeah, yeah. Hookaleo, yeah. Like that dude's coming. Like that, yeah, I heard that dude's like he's gonna be. It's gonna be crazy when he come into the picture and stuff like that. So it's like, yo, all right. It's like, all right, they really just got to cut this a little bit deep and short, and then it's like when it's all said and done, what's the place or what spot do you have for them? Like what spot do you have for them? Like on the roster, like you don't want to oversaturate the roster, and these dudes don't even have a spot. Like that's why it's like, yo, all right, you gotta just wait and see. You gotta wait
Yeah,
and see
what's
what's
gonna
gonna
happen
happen.
is probably next year, like I want to say this WrestleMania, but the WrestleMania or one of the pay per views next year, you will get Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa and that tall ass dude Hikaleo versus Solo in the Usos. I can see that happening. I definitely see that happening soon. The
I
Fatus versus
definitely,
the Fatu, the Samoans versus the Tongans. I can see that happening.
I could definitely see that happening. And then winding it down, man. You got the face issue. What you think about WWE? The state that WWE is at as a whole right now. What you think about it?
They doing great, in my opinion. But
Brandon, what you think about the state WWE is?
I think that this is the best the company's been in a very long time, and it's hopefully it stays that way because I feel like a lot of your more casual people are becoming more than a casual right now.
I feel like that too. I feel like to say the least, a lot of eyes is back on WWE. Yeah, that haven't been on
Like when
there
you
in a
have
while.
ESPN, like when you see ESPN headlines and obviously I don't love the report like Bleacher Report headlines and the first thing you see is WWE. That's not typical, so that's a big deal.
yeah,
And the fact that it's covered and like you think the times changed with Vince where like it wasn't like Vince didn't know. I think with this whole TKO thing, well now TKO marketing is like putting it above and beyond because now it's covered as a sport. It's covered as a sport with Vince. It was just covered as basically like just entertainment.
yeah.
Now it's covered as an actual sport. I think what makes Triple H gonna go down in the Hall of Fame for what he's doing because he actually knows how to cover it as a sport. It's not Triple H. Triple H is not like Triple H is not like making it just entertainment. He wants wrestling to do that like it should be, in the fact that it's an actual sport. And I want it to be taken seriously as an actual sport. I don't want it to be looked at as nothing less. So you think, what you think about it now? What you think about that now, y'all? Y'all think like wrestling is like actually being covered as an actual sport now compared to how Vince was back in the day?
In a way, yeah, but in a way, no, because like people always, the haters are always gonna view it as, oh, it's fake and all that. So it's like, I can see it in both ways, entertainment and sports, because you got to be athletic to do this shit, but you got to have like characters. You got to be able to be in your character and all that for entertainment wise. So it's in between both of me.
And that was always like, I never got that. It was always like, you say it's fake, okay, like the outcomes. Yes, we understand like the outcomes is quite part. Yeah, we know the outcomes is fake, but it's like, dude, you watch your favorite movie. We know your movie fake and stuff like that, but they pin this stuff like you gotta really be trained to actually do those stunts. Because if you're not trained, you can actually lose your life doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
So it's like I never got that argument.
But if you try to explain to a hater, that's why when I get those comments, I just delete them because I'm like, y'all won't get no reaction out of me with those stupid ass comments.
But
they want you to respond.
Those dudes really do get hurt. Like we were like, oh, the moves are fake. Yeah, no, those dudes, like if you watch a Gunther match, Gunther's chest was bleeding. That like you really like. I mean, obviously he's not like really like seriously life endangerment hurt, but he's hurt. And on top of that, like I would add the fact that like with sports betting nowadays, bro, you think I don't know how real sports are, bro. Like and Tim Donaghy, former NBA referee, to go on the sidebar, wrote a book about how those rigged NBA games. So I don't know about all that. Like your favorite sports is probably rigged too.
Mm-hmm. The NFL.
Bro, it's another sidebar. The Super Bowl with the 49ers and the Ravens had the lights turned off, and then at the end of the game, the Ravens punter Sam Cuck literally took a safety, and it literally made the spread that Vegas won. Yeah, okay.
It's crazy. As a Ravens fan, I have to argue that shit all the time. That exact argument. Oh man. Football season the preseason start tomorrow, I think.
No, they already played. Hall of Fame game already happened. I think the Eagles played Pittsburgh last night, right?
The Eagles played the Ravens, I think.
Was it? Oh, the Ravens. Yeah, right. It was the Ravens because they said I'm saying Pittsburgh because I forgot. I saw something about Kenny Pickett. I forgot he's not Pittsburgh anymore. He's on the freaking Eagles.
All right, rapid fire. Then we getting up out of here. What's y'all since y'all going down that route? All right, what's your favorite football team before we get up out of here? What's y'all
Baltimore Ravens all day.
Baltimore Ravens. Yes, sir. All right, they got close. Yo, thank y'all for Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. I appreciate y'all.
Wait, who your team?
Henry, bro. He doesn't even care. They're irrelevant. Yo, that guy King Henry, bro. See, Gus Edwards and Dobbins. And since I gave away your team, I'm a Cowboys fan. So.
Wait, you a Steelers fan, bro?
No, I'm a Cowboys fan. Chargers fan.
I'm a Chargers.
Oh, Chargers, and you is Brandon? What's it? You said who? Oh, Cowboys. Oh, shit. Yeah. But y'all got Ezekiel Elliott back now or some shit like that?
Yeah, he sucked. He's garbage.
Didn't he re-sign with y'all again? Yes, like came back to your team?
Yeah, he did. He's we don't have no running backs. They don't have anybody. They have Zeke and two guys who are unproven.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, they picked up Freeman. What team was he on last? Was he on Houston last? I think he was on Houston last, and or Foreman, I mean. And then they picked up, or they have Rico Dowdle, who I'm sure you've never heard of.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we got Zeke. But rumor has it that they might look into getting either Dalvin Cook at some point or whatchamacallit, Dameon Pierce if the Texans let him go.
Holy shit.
Because they don't have a running back. I could suit up for the Cowboys right now.
Super Bowl predictions. When you get up out there, what's your Super Bowl predictions?
I don't even know. I
Bro, I hate to be that guy, but until proven otherwise, I gotta say the Chiefs against. I'll go Chiefs versus 49ers in a rematch. I still think they're the two best teams. The Ravens have closed the gap. They're very close. I don't know. I mean that the Ravens and the Chiefs are definitely going to be the AFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game would be probably the 49ers. I hate to say it, but maybe the Eagles. I don't know. Maybe the Lions, actually. I'll go 49ers Lions, and I think the 49ers and Chiefs have a rematch.
I don't even know. I don't even like predicting the Super Bowl because every time I like to predict my team to go and then we don't go. I just let shit play out. I go week by week with the.
You know how many times I did the college basketball bracket and I always put my team in the Final Four, and then the years that they actually won it, I didn't because I was like, oh, now it ain't gonna happen. I'm a Villanova fan, and they won in 16 and 18, and every year they were good. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put them in the Final Four, and they let me down. And then 16 and 18, they freaking win it, and I don't put them in because every year it did it, and they lost.
Damn.
All right, Eli, this the part of what we do, man. Eli, you plug up when you got the floor. You got the floor. Eli, talk about anything you doing. Eli, talk about anything you got coming up. Shout out anything you want to shout out, Eli. I don't care if it's your zip code. Shout it out.
I mean, I don't really got much coming up. I just besides working, bro, I just be making content and like. I don't really plan on like I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't really plan on what's gonna happen throughout the day or what's coming up. Like content wise, I just make the shit. So whatever I post today, it'll be just made. So I don't really got much coming up right now. Honestly, I got all my events out the way. So
shout out to I mean you big shout out to Instagram and that YouTube. Yeah, you doing your thing.
Oh yeah, Instagram. Shout out to all my supporters on Instagram. You know, we going up over there. We going up on YouTube. We up on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. More content on the way.
Going crazy. But once again, shout out to Eli. Shout out to the homie Eli, man. Appreciate Eli. And see the thing about Eli, I gotta before we get up out of here, I gotta respect about Eli is like on Instagram, Eli got a little bit of, but like we gotta get in the habit of making content for the Wrestling Boys channel because like we gotta get in the habit. I just be posting stories, but Eli got a little bit of a following on that joint. Eli cooking, Eli could have just been easy and be like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not coming up on here, all that based off our Instagram following. But Eli was really one of the Eli really down to earth and decided to jump up on here with us and stuff like that. Because Eli if you got over double digit followers, I feel like on Instagram, if you got double digit followers, like you want to exit Diddy, like you want to exit Diddy as well. Like you in that triple digits to 10,000 to 13,000 and all that. You want to try to exit Diddy.
When I only like my Instagram was popping like how it is now is because when I was on, like I'm still on TikTok now to this day, but I had an account on TikTok when I was doing my wrestling content. It had got banned at 18,000 followers, bro. So when I made a new TikTok account, I had got 10,000 overnight, like in like a couple, like overnight in like 2 or 3 days. I had got like a following of 10,000 after I lost my first account. Then they said I was a bot on TikTok, so they shadow banned me. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll make another account. But then I was still posting on Instagram, and I wasn't really popping on Instagram. It took that one of my videos had went viral, and then after that, I just kept going from there. And now I was like, fuck it. They push my videos out more on Instagram and YouTube than they do on TikTok. So now here I am now with 17,000 people that follow me on Instagram and just be having fun, bro. Doing content.
Quick little sidebar on synopsis. What you want to tell anybody? What you would tell anybody that feel like they want to give up on doing the social on the media content in general, YouTube? What you would tell them if they feel like they want to give up?
No, I wouldn't give up. Like, yeah, it's gonna be days you get views. It's gonna be days you don't get views. It's gonna be days you get in between both. My thing is, from what I've learned, I'm doing social media for 2 years. Don't care about the views. That's the wrong thing to do. If you get a video that get 10 views, Do not care about it because you never know, that video may go viral in 2 weeks from now. You might go from 10 views and then they don't push it out to nobody else. Then 2 weeks later, you got 1 million views on that video. Just keep going. Just stay consistent. As long as you stay consistent and whatever you want to do on social media, just make sure you want to actually do it and actually have passion for it. Then do it. Don't give up. Just keep posting and striving through it, bro. Somebody's gonna like your content. It's gonna be people out here that do the same shit that you do, bro. Don't give up on that shit. I learned my lesson. Once I stopped caring about views, I started popping. So I'm like, yeah, just don't ever give up on that shit. If you want to do social media, do it. Anybody can do it, bro. Anybody.
It's just talk to him, so just like that. Because I remember, man, I remember when we got to the point where we was about to get up, and then WrestleMania 39. I gotta say, like, Russ changed everything, the trajectory of everything, man. Just to be able to get one, like, right when we did our night one and night two live reactions. One night was 75,000. They had 5,000 people at that chat at one point. Then they had 2,000 the night before. Like, then you know there's gonna be moments where I tell everybody, Eli, like, yo, there's gonna be moments where this thing come in spurts. Like, one moment you're gonna be on top of the world, then one moment you're gonna be like, damn, can I get anybody to come up in the chat with me? So it's like,
Yeah.
I appreciate you
You
giving
just
them
can't care about
that.
views, man.
That
That's one thing. I used to be like that.
appreciate that, Eli.
I used to care about views a lot, and I used to delete a lot of videos before I was doing wrestling content. But then when I realized, like, all right, one day I woke up, I'm like, all right, what if I don't delete these? What if I stop deleting videos and just post them and they don't get no views or whatever? The videos, they started popping after that because I stopped caring about views. Once you stop caring about views and just keep going, everything works out in the way that you wanted to work out as long as you're consistent. I swear to God. Maybe a lot sometimes because you got to stay in the thought process of being creative. But if you got a passion for something creative wise and you want to talk about it, just do it. It becomes fun after a while. Like, I enjoy doing content. I don't feel
That's
stressed
a
out doing it. Some days I might be a little burned out a little bit, but overall, I have fun. That's all I would do.
that's a fact. That being said, man, follow Eli on Instagram.
Official Eli Wrestling on Instagram. This shit cut off.
I think gotta he might be having some technical difficulties. Just give him a minute, see what happens. Bro, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. A lot of people, we've been trying to figure out some names. I'm not going to mention any names. We actually reached out.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You can. Go ahead, Brandon. Do your
No,
thing, Brandon.
I was thanking. I was
Yeah.
saying for joining us was like, I'm not gonna mention any names, but some people we reached out. Like, we actually reached out to some professional wrestlers, and they was like, coming up with all these excuses and this, that, and the other. So really appreciate you for actually joining us.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that shit, but I seen the comment that he left, and I was like, clicked on. And I'm like, oh, they got a podcast. Cool, follow. I don't really care about like the big following that.
That's
some
all
people,
we're trying to do.
Some people on here, like not on here, but on the internet, they get big followings and start thinking they better than everybody. Me personally, I don't mind like joining other people and conversating about wrestling. That's just what I do. I don't take my big following, but like, I'm better than everybody. I just, but like, people just follow me because they like my content. I ain't ain't better than nobody else.
Facts, bro. That's why we appreciate you, dog. Eli Wrestling. Make sure you follow Eli Wrestling on Eli. He do his thing. Like he told you before, this is an opinion. If you don't like it, oh well, too damn bad. I like when you hear niggas with that disclaimer. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, too damn bad. I like when you like, dog. I'm not going back.
You know what's crazy about that, bro? When I started doing that, like when I first said it the first time, it was just like mad random. But then I see people in the comments like mad about what I was saying every time I said they get mad. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just make it my actual slogan. Fuck it, and just kept going.
Yeah, right. And that's why I like that, cause like, nigga, I don't really care about what you gotta say, dog. Cause like, for real, like, go ahead with yourself. Like, that's why I said, that's why I appreciate you. You always got a friend with us, man. Whatever you need from us, man. Whatever you doing, we always got, always know we down regardless. Appreciate Eli Wrestling tapping in, man. Follow Eli Wrestling on Instagram, man. He be giving y'all some dope content, man. Outspoken. He don't give a damn about none of that. And so that's why he is where he at right now, man. Dope content. One of my favorite. Like I don't really follow a lot of people on Instagram. I have a top three of people like when it comes down to content creating. You got Eli up there. You got Christian. You got the two ladies up there. Like that I follow them on Weezy Blonde and Minnie Portable because they're dope with their reactions to the shows and stuff like that. I follow those four. Other than that, I don't really follow everybody else on Instagram because a lot of people, like Eli just said, they get a big following and it goes to their head. Like I tried to reach out to another somebody else, I'm not gonna say no name, with a big following, came the most respectful way possible to this person. Oh, that's not how you talk to people. Like basically wanted me to get down and kiss the ring, but it was like I'm not doing all that. Well, God bless you. I hope you continue to grow in your journey, but we're not doing all that. So I appreciate you, Eli, for tapping in with us. Wrestling Boys on Instagram, yeah, Wrestling Boys on IG, Wrestling Boys, the YouTube channels. Follow us on TikTok, Wrestling Boys and stuff like that. I try to make as much content as I can on there for y'all. Then I gotta learn Instagram a little bit more, so I might have to tap in with Eli so I can learn how to do these reels a little bit
So
more.
what I really
But
do is I just make my videos on TikTok, like because you got more like the filter. I don't use the green screen filter on Instagram because that shit whack. I use the green screen
it's
filter on TikTok, and then I just save the video to my phone. I post it on TikTok, but my videos do good and bad on TikTok. So, you know, that's what I really do, honestly.
yeah, mine's been hitting a little. Mine's been hitting. I'm about to go a little bit harder on there. So follow us, man. Eli, but this ain't gonna be the only time Eli come back. Man, we're gonna have Eli come back in the near future, man. We're gonna even have Eli come along for one of the live reaction shows we do, man. So appreciate you, Eli, man. Thank you, thank
No
you, thank
problem,
you.
bro.
My homeboy Brandon. Well, my boy homeboy Brandon. Brandon got his own social brand. Whoever you want to follow Brandon. Then you got Meese. Then you got Meese, Sabrina Tane.
I'm bored, bro.
Then you got me. Then you got me,
Hey,
Sabrina
lying, bro.
Tano. Yeah, I'm kind of bored too, but me, you got Sabrina Tane. No longer, you don't gotta call me PMK. Just call me by my government, Sabrina Tane, man. Me, Sabri, the innovator, the originator of all these things, man. God bless y'all, man. To the next one. You
Yes,
got
sir.
God bless. See y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Eli,